Well, September the 22nd is seen as a turning point in the history of the Islamic Republic of Iran. It marks the anniversary of Iraq's invasion of Iran back in 1980. Nationwide military parades are held on this day to commemorate the event.
Back in September 1980, former Iraqi dictator Saddam Hussein, supported by major Western and regional states, launched a massive military invasion against Iran. It came less than 2 years after the Islamic Revolution. A large number of volunteers joined the Iranian armed forces to defend their country against the Iraqi aggression, under the leadership of the late founder of the Islamic Republic, Imam Khomeini. The imposed war is commemorated in Iran as 8 years of sacred defense. Each year, Iranian armed forces stage nationwide military parades to mark the event. Also, the country's latest defensive achievements are put on display. This year, President Hassan Rouhani addressed a massive military parade near the mausoleum of Imam Khomeini in southern Tehran. In his speech, President Rouhani described the 8 years of sacred defense as a turning point in the history of the Islamic Republic. He said the 8-year defense in fact created a strong deterrent against the enemy plots for the years to come. President Rouhani said the enemy staged an economic war against the Iranian nation over its nuclear energy program, adding, however, that the country successfully resisted the pressure during the past years.
The enemies imposed a war of sanctions on the Iranian nation under the pretext of the nuclear issue. But our people resisted the pressure, declaring that Iran has never been after developing weapons of mass destruction. Rather, it has been seeking scientific progress and development, as well as the restoration of the national rights, and will never bow to Western pressure.
President Rouhani also reiterated that Iran has never sought aggression and has always advocated peace and security. He said thanks to its mighty armed forces, the Islamic Republic of Iran is now seen as the anchor of stability in the Middle East region. President Rouhani also pointed out to the recent terrorist activities in the region, giving assurances that Iran's armed forces will support regional countries in their battle against terrorism.
The regional nations will stand up to terrorism, and the Iranian government and armed forces will help them in this battle.
The Iranian president also hailed the regional resistance against hegemonic powers and promised that Iran will stand by Muslim countries to promote unity and resistance in the Islamic world.